How much of your decision on Jordan was based on what Drew wasn't doing in terms of when you talk about the lack
on
of
the floor?
Yeah, the lack of defense and things like that.
Yeah, I did not think that Drew and even Powell at times, the combination of both those bigs were up the floor in pick and roll coverage. You know, because these guys are dangerous pick and roll. It's a dangerous pick and roll team. They have multiple guys from Harden to Kevin Durant to Westbrook that come off that thing and they can do a lot of things with the basketball when it comes to the pick and roll game. And just Jordan Hill's activity at the point of the screen was better than all of our bigs combined tonight. And so that activity at the point of the screen, compared it to anybody else's, was something that kept them on the floor. Because even there was a point during the game when we had Jordan and Powell out on the floor, and we felt that they were playing pick and roll a lot with this guy or that guy, and so we switched the matchups just because we felt Jordan was better in it.
Do you feel like Bynum's effort, though, from play to play, possession to possession, has been consistent enough over the last 2 weeks? It seemed like he was turning the corner, and then, at least from my perspective, had some games where it looks like he's just back to sort of floating around.
Well, I know in pick and roll coverage, if we tell our bigs, whether it's Andrew or Powell or whoever, to be up the floor, if you're not up the floor at the point of the screen and we're getting hurt, and somebody else is, then somebody else is going to play. I mean, if we give our guys a coverage, they got to do it. And one thing, like I said, I didn't think Andrew was up the floor a lot in pick and roll coverage. Powell was up there sometimes in pick and roll coverage. We got to be up all the time so that they're not getting a clean shot at our guards and then they're turning the corner and coming off and getting to the rim or getting wide open jump shots. So even if it's Jordan, if Jordan ain't up at the point of the screen, then he may not be on the floor.
Is that an effort thing, though, you think, from Drew?
I mean, it can be an effort thing. It also, I think Drew thinks at times that he's long enough that if he's back X amount of feet when that guy comes off, he's good enough to still challenge the shot. You know, so sometimes it is effort. Sometimes I don't know what he's thinking. But our pick and roll coverage against these guys is our bigs need to be up the floor because they set a lot of screen and rolls, and they got to be up the floor at the point of the screen in order to help that guard, because that guard's getting hit. And I mean, Perkins is setting screens like this, and he's using his bottom to turn into the screen. And that's hard to defend that if you're guarding the basketball and you're guarding all-star players like Westbrook and Durant. So you have to be able to give support to the on-ball defender. And tonight we did not do a good job of that, especially in the first half and in the third quarter.